Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Started a New Life. And if you haven't, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin our story. Our story begins as we see Naruto being tied to a public post, and was a huge crowd. And in those crowd were some of the people he thought he trusted and were his precious ones. There was Team 7, Sakura and Kakashi, Ayame and Tenoichi, and some of his friends. All of them were smirking as Nore then walked out. Jiraiya wasn't present in the village. People of Konoha, Tsunade began. Today we are here for the execution of the Nine-Tails Fox. As Naruto heard this, his eyes grew wide. He thought, what? But how? Why? I'm not this dumb fox. As the whole crowd cheered after Tsunade said that. As Tsunade turned towards Naruto with a smirk on her face and her eyes narrowed. You think you could fool me, fox? I knew you took over the child's body when you were sealed into it. As after hearing this, Naruto's eyes grew even more wider. So all of this was just a lie. His whole life was a lie, he thought. He was sad. His eyes became hollow. And today you are going to be executed for your crimes and for your deception and destruction and so on. Get ready to face your crimes, demon, Tsunade said as Hamura and Koharu nodded as Dragon, the Anbu commander, came into place. As he rose his blade, wait! A voice came, as every eye turned and became white. It was none other than Minato Namikaze. I will be the one who do it, Minato said, as Naruto's eyes grew even more wide with shock. His idol, fourth Hokage, was going to be the one who is going to execute him. The person who condemned him to this life of hell. As he stepped forward and explained everything to the people, that how the Lord Third knew about his little adventure, that he will fake his death alongside with his wife and their daughter, quote unquote the real child, as the one that contained the chakra in their mind, and the child of prophecy. So Minato stepped forward and said, today you will pay you for your crimes. You took over my son's body when he was born, and today, Naruto, you will be freed from this curse. I'm sorry, Naruto, I had to do this way. As Minato formed a Rasengan in his hand and shoved it through Naruto's chest. As Naruto was thrown, as the post break which held Naruto, as he was thrown outside the main gate of the village. As from there, Anbus dragged his body outside as the people cheered. As Kushina just looked at the body with sad eyes, alongside with Narumi, who also knew that that was the body of their brother. As Tsunade then gave the post of the Hokage back to Minato, as everyone was cheering and celebrating the death of the Nine-Tails. As 2 days has been passed since then, and nobody even bothered to go grab Naruto's body for a proper burial, because they also thought that if they touch that body they will become cursed like that child. Naruto's body was rotting outside, or was it? As inside, Kyuubi was raging far more than anything, as Naruto's broken soul lay in front of him in the mindscape, as Kyuubi was now in front of him, both red dark orbs glaring at the boy. As then the QB spoke. I know flashback that you have been through a lot. Even in my lifetime, I haven't seen this cruelty. I should have killed them when I had the chance. Why? Naruto could only say this. What do you mean, why, child? Kyuubi said. Why did they abandon me? And came back just so they can kill me. They thought that I am you. Even he was the one who sealed you inside of me. I thought he knew that you and I are different persons, but I guess Kami himself doesn't want me to be happy. What are you talking about, child? Called a third voice, and in front of them was a person in white robes. Kyuubi's eyes grew wide as his tails were now under his legs. He was scared. As Naruto was also shocked at Kyuubi's behavior. Then Kyuubi spoke. Kami-sama, how are you doing today? Don't be that much afraid of me, Kyuubi. No, it's nothing, my lord. How have you been? I'm fine. Anyways, as you have guessed, why am I here? As both of them nodded. Well, Naruto-kun, I'm here to apologize to you for the life you have lived. I know it's kind of my fault that this happened, so I want to make it up to you for that mistake. What? Am I going to heaven or something, Kami-sama? No, your time is not up yet, my child. Because, well, let's just say you have a duty to fulfill. But I don't think I can. I have lost too much. I don't have any willpower to go on. Child, listen to me. I know you have lost a lot of your bonds and precious people because they betrayed you and your trust. But I will give you a chance to start a new life. You can live anew, make new bonds, far more stronger. I can guarantee you that I will fill your life with happiness again as my apology. But what if I don't want to be a ninja? Child, you have to be, because there is a threat you have to decimate. After that threat is decimated, it is up to you to decide what you want to do. You can live a normal life, or you can be a ninja and continue the life of adventure. It is all up to you, but you have to defeat or destroy that calamity that is headed your ways, that can destroy this world. Okay, Kami-sama, it will be done. Before anything else, let's just change your wardrobe and let's just say your features so that you can't be recognized anymore. As Naruto said, As with a snap of Kami's fingers, Naruto's golden hair became black, jet black, as his once blue orb became black as well, as his whisker marks faded, as Naruto's body, which was covered with scars, also faded. His chakra reserves were enlarged, and his chakra became more dense and controlled. He got a new Kekkei Genkai as well. As then Kami then said, perfect. As Kyuubi then also looked at Naruto with the wide eyes. So I guess this kid is the one that the old man talked about. Yes, you're right, Kurama-san, said Kami. I know, Kami-sama, but is that really time for that calamity to come? And Kami became serious. Yes, Kurama, you have to train this child, along with your father, I guess. But how? Kurama said, shocked. Didn't he pass away? Child, you're talking to Kami himself, so there's nothing impossible for me. And with another snap, another spirit walked from blinding light. Where am I? Kurama-chan, is that you? Father! Is that you? Really? As then Hagoromo looked at his side and bowed. Kami-sama, how can be of your service? Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the sage of six paths. Look like your prophecy is about to become true, but there was some, you can say, technical difficulties that were needed to be resolved and are now done. As Hagoromo grew wide eyes, and as Hagoromo looked through Kurama's memories, as his eyes narrowed. Why are humans so stupid? I gave them my chakra so that they can use it as a form of bonding, but all they did was turn it into a weapon and waged war for too many years, going as far to imprison my children. And the prisoners of my children were treated with scorns, even by their own friends and family, and especially this one, Asura's reincarnation. I am so sorry, Naruto Uzumaki, for you have went through a lot of pain. Said Kami. He's not Naruto Uzumaki anymore. He's Naruto Otsutsuki from now on. I guess so. Then I guess it is my duty to train him and mold him into the perfect shinobi so that he can protect our world from this calamity. Yes, Hagoromo, it is our duty. So, would you be willing to do it? Yes, why not? Perfect then. As Kami clapped his hand, and the three of them, including Kurama and Naruto, which were separated by now, and Kurama was now in a, you can say, girl form, and Hagoromo was also in an old man form with a katana strapped to his waist, as well as Naruto, and they were in plains of 4 mountains. You can just imagine that there are 4 mountains on each side of the direction, and there is a plain in their center where there is a single farm, a well for water, and you can just say a lot of fruit trees and a house. Pretty much normal family can live there, and totally with disconnection of this whole world. As all 4 of them now were there. This is where you're going to be staying for now on. Thank you, Kami-sama, Naruto said, for everything. As Kami then smiled. Silly child, you have been through a lot, and you still thank me. Because of my mistake you went through a lot. Well, you kind of corrected it, didn't you? Naruto said as he unconsciously rubbed the back of his hand, as Hagoromo and Kami and Kurama then chuckled. As then Naruto turned back and looked at Kurama for the first time in human form. Wait, you're a female? Duh, what did you expect? Are you one of those sexist guys that think that only a male can be the strongest? No. I have seen a lot of Konoha that are strong in my life, you know. Mainly, but after remembering some memories, he was sad again, yet once again. As he sighed, as Hagoromo then placed a hand on his shoulder alongside Kurama. Then Hagoromo began, listen kid, those were your previous life bonds. This is your new life as Naruto Otsutsuki. You will live and train, and after your training is complete, Kurama here will help you deal with that calamity, which is called the Jubi. And after that is done, you can live your life peacefully here. And don't worry, Naruto, began Kami. These trees here won't die. They don't need water. They are powered by chakra and will always produce fruits, off-season and on-season, as well as these crops. Everything you need is or require for living a peaceful life, from cotton for making clothes to anything you can desire, is available on this little island, you can say. And the water is fresher here too, for bathing washroom, and for drinking as well. So enjoy your life, and this is my gift for you. And plus, I added 70 to 80 more years to your lifespan, which was already 150 years. Meaning you are now 200 and something years old, I guess. As Naruto's ice cream, but thank you, Kami-sama, I guess. Well, anyways, I guess this is time up for me. I have to head back to the Heaven Realm because Shinigami is being a dick again. He's been being a messed up idiot that on a rampage if I don't return within 2 to 3 more minutes. Anyways, toodles as Kami disappeared, leaving Hagoromo, Kurama, which was now female, and Naruto there. So kid, let's begin your training, I guess. And back to the Konoha Gakure from here. Jiraiya entered. It has been 2 weeks since Naruto, or Kyuubi, was executed. As people was enjoying, and Team 7 was regarded as a hero, mainly Kakashi and Sakura. As Jiraiya entered, he saw everyone celebrating. As he walked by a civilian, he asked, "Hey, what are these people celebrating here?" "Oh, Jiraiya-sama, you were far away on a mission, I guess." "Well, a week ago the Kyuubi brat was executed by Yondame himself." As after hearing this, Jiraiya's eyes grew wide as he rushed straight through the Hokage office, where you can say Minato was in a meeting with Shinobi Council as well as civilians as well. As he burst through the door, "Minato!" Jiraiya said with a grim expression, "Ah, Sensei, you are here. We were just going through the village security progress and other reports. So what can I do for you?" "It's urgent. You need to hear this." "Not now, Sensei. As you can see, it's urgent, Minato," Jiraiya said, cutting him in. "Well, what is it, Sensei?" As everyone else, even the elders, were shocked at seeing Jiraiya's grim expression. "What did you do to Naruto?" At this, everyone began smirking, even Minato. "Oh, you mean the Kyuubi? It was executed. That demon took control over my son's body." "What do you mean, Minato? He took control over your son's body?" "Well, don't you get it, Sensei? When I sealed the soul of Kyuubi inside of Naruto, he was no longer my son, because I saw his eyes flash red and turn into those of Kyuubi, so hence making him the Kyuubi. Doesn't it?" "Minato, where is Naruto? I need to see him." "What are you talking about, Jiraiya?" Hamura began. "That demon brat was executed and thrown outside the village weeks ago. Animals might have eaten his corpse by now." As everyone began to laugh, Minato was serious. As Jiraiya's killer intent rose. "You did what?" "Come on, Jiraiya, get out of here. We're busy here," said Tsunade as she was sitting on Senjuban. "Shut up," Jiraiya said in an angry voice, and he glared at Tsunade. "He thought of you as his Bachan. You did this to him? This is how you repay him?" "Shut up, Jiraiya. He was just a demon in human clothing. He was not Naruto. He was Kyuubi." "Oh, really now? That's all how you see him? Don't you see his blue eyes? Or, yeah, I guess you aren't a seal master. That is why you didn't know. That was Naruto, you sick fucks," Jiraiya said, revealing this to everyone. As everyone was shocked, as Minato then was now horrified. "What do you mean, Sensei? It can't be true." "Did you check the seal, Minato, when you were leaving?" No, You idiot. That was Naruto. The seal was so powerful that it can even hold back all of the 9 Bijus combined. And congratulations, Shinigami powered it to stop until the host is alive. And once Naruto is dead, Kyuubi is in the process of being reformed, containing its previous memories. Well, congratulations, Minato. You just got our ass delivered to the Kyuubi. Just wait for 4 to 5 years for Kyuubi to come down here and finish what it started once and for all. As everyone was now horrified at this revelation. What are you talking about? Jiraiya-sama, began Saori Haruno, Mabuki Haruno, mother of Sakura Haruno. Well, you idiots, let me explain this to you. The seal was powered by Shinigami, and Minato here avoided being his dad and made a new deal with Shinigami that the soul of Kyuubi will be released into the nature once Naruto is dead, and hence you killed quote-unquote demon by executing him, and now Naruto is dead, the soul of Kyuubi is released. As Jiraiya was venting his anger at everyone, Tsunade was in shock and horrified. She just killed her own precious person, that she thought at least that it was Kyuubi and it was all an act. But now she realized that it was all true. It was Naruto who brought her back. And Minato was horrified that he was the one who killed his son. That is why he looked so shocked, as Kushina was crying, saying nothing. How can you be so sure, Sensei? Minato was still unsure. How can you be so sure? Do you have any proof that the seal was working perfectly? Here. Minato threw notes at his face. Check them. I'm leaving to find his corpse, to give him a proper burial. As then a toad suddenly poofed into the middle of the council room. As then he looked around to see everyone's shocked face. I guess I'm at the wrong time. What is it, Pa? Jiraiya said, as Fukusaka looked at Jiraiya. Jiraiya boy, where is Naruto-chan? Jiraiya boy, where is Naruto-chan? Jiraiya, why aren't you answering me? Damn it. He's dead. His father here decided that he was the Kyuubi and killed him. What? Are you dumb idiot, Minato? And how are you even alive? No, don't answer me. I don't want your pathetic explanation. Anyways, Jiraiya, you need to come back to Mount Miyabuku. The Toad Elder said the prophecy has been changed, and it seems that it will not be in the favor of Konoha anymore, as everyone, even Danzo and the elders, after hearing this, became more tensed and feared. As then Koharu began, what do you mean, Fukusaka-sama, that it won't be in favor of Konoha anymore? Because the child of prophecy was eliminated by his father here, so it won't be in favor of Konoha anymore. The rest of the elemental nations might still have a chance, but not Konoha. As everyone was now afraid. As then civilian, a fat one, said, "Who is this stupid toad? Anbu, arrest him now. He's just babbling nonsense." As then Koharu ordered the Anbu to arrest that, or you can say execute that fat civilian right there and then. As the head of that fat civilian rolled. "You dumb pathetic idiots," Koharu said. "Do you know who this person is? This is the elder of the Toad clan, the one that trained Jiraiya by turning him into a Sonic. He here is the reason why the Toads are aligned with us, and if you threaten them, they will not be happy and they will cancel their alliance with us, meaning we will be crippled for good, living and summoning clan, and that is not just any summoning clan. Toad is the second most strongest summoning clan in the whole world." After revealing this, the whole civilian council was shocked, and they were pissing their pants for pissing off this person, a toad. Whatever. As then Jiraiya then said, "Okay, Pa, let's go." "Wait," Minato then said, "what is the prophecy now?" "It doesn't bother you, Minato, and yes, from here on, today, from this day forward, you are hereby banned and banished from the Toad clan. You will not receive our services. You are not one of us anymore. You are a kin deserter and a clan murderer," said Fukusaka as he turned to Jiraiya. "Please, Fukusaka-sama, please just tell me, what is the prophecy?" "Fine. Are you okay with this, Jiraiya boy? Go ahead. At least they know how doom is written in for them." "Well, I don't know about that one. Maybe it can be changed, but the prophecy states that A child forsaken, betrayed by his own blood and kin, will rise from the ashes as a new, his former shell broken, and hence the dragon released. The dragon will protect the whole world from a calamity that is approaching, and once it's done, it will sleep forever. The world will think of it as a myth, and that myth will come and reveal to people that it is true again and again once the world needs it. The world's true hero, the legend of the dragon, said the Toad Sage before Jiraiya and the Toad Sage Fukusaka vanished in a puff of smoke, leaving a stunned and shocked council. As the Danzo began, we have to find body of Naruto. We have to find it now, immediately, so we can return him here. Be a chance that we can make it up, and Konoha will be the one to rise in power. So it's true then, the Dragon Clan will be returning from the prophecy, if the prophecy is true. Yes, I think so, Koharu said to Danzo. We need him back. As then Tsunade, who was crying, rose up. I am going to find that brat and heal him and apologize to him. He has done so much for me, and what did I do in return? Believed you idiots. I should have known better, said Tsunade as she walked out, as all of the civilian members were also kind of sad and left, and the Shinobi clan heads were just looking at the ground, feeling ashamed of their actions, as Minato and Kushina were the ones first, because Minato was the one who executed his own child. As his child, he could still remember Naruto's hollow eyes, tears-filled eyes looking at him, with shock, betrayal, hurt, and horror. As the news from then on got spread like wildfire, within and far out of elemental nations. Everyone was groaned and disgusted by Konoha, mainly Minato Namikaze. Iwa was the one that surprised everyone, going as far as to say if they found the boy's body, they will give him a proper burial of that of a hero, or if they find the boy alive, they will treat him, and go as far as to give him the, you can say, citizenship of Iwa, because he was betrayed by the Yellow Flash. Even the news spread that the Yellow Flash was the murderer not only of other nations but for his own family. He was named as the kin murderer, the kin deserter, and hence on. The bounty reduced to that of 10 Ryu from millions. His rank from S dropped to C rank. Kushina was regarded as a failure of the Uzumaki kin deserter, the one that is crowned within the Uzumaki clan, and hence on. Now back to the, you can say, mountain where Naruto resided. His training has been complete. It has been 6 years, as Naruto was now the master in Fuinjutsu, Genjutsu, Taijutsu, as well as he had developed his own jutsus along the way. His Gekkei Genkai gave him wings of the dragons. His hands became claws like dragon. He could breathe fire from his mouth. He was a half dragon now, and that was his Gekkei Genkai. And he also found the dragon summoning scroll that was resided in that forest, while one day searching the forest for some training spots, and he summoned the dragon head, which was named as Frost, the ice dragon, the king of the dragon clan, you can say boss summon, as the Dragon Clan boss also knew about Naruto since their elder Sage Dragon already informed them, as Naruto was now under their care and the boss was his personal summon and he was training in Senjutsu Chakra of their own. As Naruto turned to his half dragon newt form and was sitting on top of the boss head and was concentrating for his Senjutsu Chakra, his eyes became golden as his hair that was black turned into that of black with white streaks at the end. His claws were also golden black as he then turned into a new dragon. The dragon was none other than the three-headed dragon from the Godzilla. You can think of that. King Ghidorah. The dragon then turned into King Ghidorah. Naruto's dragon form in Senjutsu mode was King Ghidorah, the storm riding dragon. As everyone bowed, it was the strongest one of dragons that was ever considered, even in the Sage of Six Paths version. As the dragon gave out a mighty roar, as everyone bowed to him, recognizing him as their alpha, and hence Naruto's training was complete. During the years, Naruto also came close with a half-dragon woman named Yuri, who was daughter of you can say Frost, and they were practically married to each other alongside with Kurama. So Kurama gave birth to Naruto's kid that was named after Boruto, and Yumi gave birth to Hima. I'm not going to name that daughter Himawari, but its name will be Hima. And the personality of the daughter will be similar to that of Himawari, so yeah. But the only difference is that the eyes will be black and the hair will be white. As on to our story, Naruto has gone out of the mountain in order to hunt down Akatsuki so that their plans could be foiled. It will take a year, at least that's what Naruto thought, for them to be able to complete their plans and destroy Akatsuki in one straight attack. As the whole summoning clans were now informed that the Dragon Clan was now back and had a summoner. His name was Naruto Otsutsuki. The news was spread like wildfire. It didn't take long for it to reach the slugs, toads, and the snake clan. And once they were informed, Snake Clan told Orochimaru that stay far, far away from Naruto now, because if he ever came in contact, that will be his last day on Earth. As Orochimaru knew when Manda was this terrified, it was time to back off, and that is what he did. And Orochimaru was also informed by Aoba, as Sasuke was, angry, but after he heard what happened to Naruto, he was now terrified of the blonde because the said blonde could have killed him. He knew that Naruto held back at the Valley of the End, and other times they fought, but now if he ever came across his path, then he will die. As Akatsuki was also informed of this information and were terrified because Zetsu informed them that the dragon summoner was heading their way. It was going to cause a lot of distraction and destruction, and they have to fight him head on first in order to achieve their plans. As when the news reached Konoha, as Slug Sanin was informed, as well as Tor Sanin, who was out searching there in the world for Naruto, was also informed of this. They were shocked. As Tsunade then informed the whole council about this, as well as Minato and Kushina, as they were now terrified and scared that Naruto has returned with a power to fear. As then the Slug Princess also informed that Senjutsu chakra for dragons works differently, as it allows its wielder to become a dragon himself as long as he is in Senjutsu chakra mode. Meaning Naruto can turn into a dragon, a full dragon that can destroy, eliminate anything in their standing path. And along the years, when Tenoichi and Ayame came to hear of this, that Naruto was just a child, and the seal was so strong that it can even hold on the 9 Bijus, they were terrified of what they just did. They just betrayed their loyal customer as well as a child who looked at them as a grandfather and a big sister figure. They were terrified of what they had done. Iruka was also terrified after hearing this news. As for the rest of Rookie 11, they were also disgusted with themselves. They thought that Naruto was a demon because of their parents, what they have told, but now they didn't even believe their own parents. They disregard them and disgust them, but mostly themselves. Hinata tried to commit suicide, but Hiyashi stopped him. But she just glared at him. She has just beaten his ass and taken over as the clan head now, and removed the cage bird seals, meaning Neji was the second in command, and the Yuga elders were executed on the spot because of their protest, and hence Yuga clan was one big happy family once again. And as for Mabuki Haruno, she still tried to convince Sakura that they didn't knew and what they did was the right thing, earning her a punch in the gut from none other than Sakura, which caused her ribs to break and puncture her lungs. As then she said to her mother, "Shut up, you pathetic excuse of a bitch. You are not even worthy of me calling you a bitch. You are lower than that. You just cost me my friend. A friend that helped me help your daughter in the time of need, throwing his life away. I should have known better to trust you." As Kakashi was the one who took it the hardest. Not only did he try to sabotage and kill his sensei's son, but now he realized that Naruto was just like any other child who needed his help, who needed somebody, some family for his own. But now he's out there, became the strongest because he was the summoner of the Dogs clan. They also informed him the strongest summoning clan summoner, as well as the who knows how strong ninja. And what are his motives? These are unknown. As other villages also became aware of this news, they just had to wait and watch for what the things will reveal themselves in the future. And hence 1 year, 6 months passed, as half of the Akatsuki was eradicated. Kisame, Itachi, and Hidan, Kakazu, Pain, believe it or not, all of the Nindo Pains, as well as Nagato, these 6 were eradicated, leaving only behind Zetsu, Deidara, Sasori, Tobi, and Konan. These 5 only remained. The whole Akatsuki organization, their information providers, hands-on, were hunted down like animals and killed by none other than the dragon. That was his code name. His original name was Naruto Otsutsuki. Jet black hair, black orbs, similar features to that of Naruto's Uzumaki, which was considered as deceased, but he was doing the elemental nations a favor by eradicating any bandits and freeing their female ninjas and helping their civilians and so on and so on, eradicating the people like Gato and underground organizations and hands-on and corrupt politicians and hands-on. He earned a lot of respect from the villages, and also he made sure that all of the villages knew that he wasn't not considering to join any of them, as well as not showing hostility towards any of the others. He was just employee and they were his employers. That was their relation, and other than that they were just good friends. He was just good friends with the four villages and they were with him. They were such good friends that he made them realize that hatred wasn't going to get them anywhere near the peace they require. So for the peace to be achieved, they have to set aside their differences and live together. And the four villages agreed, mainly Kiri, Eva, Suna and Kumo. They agreed, and they were now in making of a treaty between their villages, and hence an alliance was formed in between them, as trading routes, train station that was in Boruto was, and such regarded plans were being discussed so that they could be easier to travel within the villages. And they even disregarded their old village's name and formed a single nation, Unified Alliance Nation. That was the name of it, UAN. They named it in short, as the whole villages, smaller villages, also joined in them, as it was the biggest elemental nation now. And one was Konoha, which was like that of a ant in front of an elephant now. And their hero, which was none other than the dragon Naruto Otsutsuki, was forced into a marriage with Kuretsuchi, Yujito from Kumo, and Mei from the Mist, and Temari from Suna. And they agreed, and they were happily married to Naruto again. And Naruto revealed to UAN that he was none other than Naruto Uzumaki, who was, you can say, executed by his own father, quote unquote, and given a second chance by Kami, so that he can live his life. And they were the ones that easily believed him, and he was happy that he had bonds that he can call precious and close to him, and will die protecting. As UN now had a new crest as their headband, the dragon. That was a three-headed dragon, similar to that form of Naruto's, which was King Ghidorah. As Naruto transformed into a three-headed dragon and took off back to his mountain, which was near to the UAN, so that he could protect it anytime required. The leaders of the UAN, which were now governors of the separate provinces, knew where to contact Naruto if they ever required. And as for his wives, they also moved there and met their other sister wives, which are Yuri of the Dragon Clan and Kurama the Nine-Tailed Fox. And they were first afraid, but then as they stayed together the years, they became friendly and hence pregnant as well, earning them a lot of children as Naruto Otsutsuki clan grew. And Hagoromo along the years passed down his ninshu and named Naruto the new heir to the ninshu, meaning Naruto was now originally an Otsutsuki, earning his right eye the Rinnegan, similar to that of Sasuke, and he could use wood style and use ninshu as well. He had constantly behind his back 6 black orbs and a staff in his hand. He wore, you can say, when Naruto was fighting Sasuke in the Sage of Six Paths mode, the yellow jacket he is wearing, you can say that was what Naruto was wearing, but as a normal clothing. As everyone was happy until Jiraiya stumbled upon that land, as Naruto was the one to arrive in front of him. "What is it you want here, you human?" Naruto said in his three-headed sama. I came here. My name is Jiraiya of the Toad. I came here in search of my student, if he's alive or not." "Who was your student, human? And why have you stepped foot in these lands of the dragons?" I came here to look for Naruto Uzumaki, my student. I wasn't present in the village when bad things happened to him. I want I want to find him. I have been searching him for the years. As Naruto saw that the man was not lying, he transformed back into his human form. Hello, Sensei, Naruto said as Jiraiya's eyes grew wide. His eyes were tired, but after seeing his student and godson, he rushed to him and hugged him. Naruto, it really is you. You don't know how hard I have searched over the years. I'm sorry, Naruto. I should have been there. It's okay, Sensei. Besides, I'm happy now. And I am sorry that I have troubled you. No, the one that should apologize is me. Us. But, 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 why do you look so different? As in the, well, if it isn't Jiraiya. Come on, Q-chan, just transform into normal human. Don't try to scare away the arrow Senin here. As Jiraiya was now wide-eyed and looked in shock at Naruto. Q-chan, what do you mean, Naruto? As QB turned into a girl, as Jiraiya had his eyes bulging out of his skull. What? QB is a girl? Yes, Arrow Sensei. QB is a girl and my wife. And I am actually married to QB and Kuretsuchi. 6 women. As Jiraiya had his jaw on the drop. Kid! Oh my god! As Jiraiya brought out his notebook that he hasn't touched in the years while he was searching for Naruto and began writing down his new story, Uchiha, the demoness and his human lover. As Kurama just threw a fireball at the said notepad, burning it. Don't even think about it, Jiraiya. I knew about your little pathetic books. And I know that you wrote down about that pathetic excuse of an Uzumaki and the Yellow Flash, but not me. Okay. So, how's things back in the village? Naruto asked awkwardly. Well, I informed them everything. That they were dumb fucks, that they believed that they were executing the QB, and they were dumb enough to think that you were the QB, and I told them that the sea was so strong that it can even hold back all 9 of the Bijus combined. No offense, by the way, none taken, said Kurama. Well, anyway, they were now terrified, and Danzo was the one, I'm surprised, that offered that we should send search parties to see that if you are alive you should be brought back and treated. Like I'm going back there now. You see, Naruto explained his whole story, that how he met Kami after quote-unquote his execution, and how Kami apologized to him for screwing up his life and gave him a second life. As Jiraiya was firstly shocked, and then he smiled after seeing Naruto. That explains your Rinnegan as well. Your new kid. Why don't you introduce me to your wives? He said with a perverted eyebrows wiggle. You will not change her, Senin, won't you? Well, I am the gallant Jiraiya of the Toad Sanin and a super pervert, he said with a funny dance as Naruto chuckled, as a bolt of 3-year-old girl ran towards Naruto and hugged him. Daddy, what is it, Hima? Who is this person? Oh, Master Jiraiya. Meet my daughter, Hima. Hima of the Dragon Clan, or Tsutsuki as well. As Jiraiya became eyes wide. You mean to tell me that she's half dragon and half Otsutsuki? Yeah. As then the girl got off of her father and ran towards the old man. Nay, are you my grandfather? As Jiraiya became happy and picked the girl up. Yup, this is your grandfather, the gallant, handsome Jiraiya. As the girl just giggled at the actions of her said grandfather, as Naruto also laughed. Well, let's go inside, Naruto-sanin, and let me introduce you to my, you can say, other wives. As Jiraiya then said, why not? As Jiraiya then met with Naruto's children as well as his wives. And back with Konoha. Konoha was now having another council meeting. What do you think about these new revelations? What? Said Minato, questioning Danzo's question. Well, that all of the four great nations formed an alliance and dissolved from a separate shinobi village to a single one. They go by now as UAN. They have a dragon or three-headed dragon as their badge, a symbol of their village. That we believe to be is the new dragon summoner's true form as dragon. It's not only that, became Tatsuyu, which was also present there. That three-headed dragon was King Ghidorah, also called as the King of the Dragons and Lords of the Storm. It can control yellow lightning, weather itself. That dragon can fire breath, have fire breath, ice breath, and electric breath. Its three heads can use different elements, making it more lethal. And there is no one who can stop it. And my suggestion to you all is stay out of its way and pray that you don't enrage it, its summoner or him. Thank you, Tatsuya-sama. As then Tsunade thanked Tatsuya before she poofed into a smoke and vanished. Well, that's explained things. So, what should we do now? Well, as of now, we are going to just watch, and if they show any hostility towards us, then we should prepare for the worst. And why isn't Jiraiya back? It's been years. I don't know, said Minato, while answering Koharu. Well, we should get him back, shouldn't we? Said Hamura, as everyone else nodded. Like, he's gonna come back. He's still out there searching for him. As the atmosphere became depressed after the word was mentioned regarding him. Him was now Naruto, as the shinobi clan heads were old enough to pass their chairs, but their children were now on self-banishment from their clans and started their own clans, which was, protested by their previous clans, but they just said they didn't want to be in the part of this pathetic excuse of clans that treated a child like a monster, and they are disgusted by their previous clans' names. And in this group was Choji, Shikamaru, surprisingly Kiba, and Sakura, and who else? Ino. Yeah, they were the ones who were on self-banishment and made their own clans, and were married to each other. Ino was married to Choji, Shikamaru was married to Sakura, and Kiba was married to Hinata because they had to produce more people so that they can be of a new clan, as they were also present there as their new clan heads. Their old clan heads, their parents, looked at them with sorrowful eyes that asked for forgiveness, but they only got a silent treatment and eyes that said, "You disgust me." And as far as for the dragon, it became obvious that it was Naruto, and that he was a triple S ranked ninja who was hailed as a hero of the four nations, and the only person who had bounty on him were an organization, or which was left of him, the Akatsuki, wanted dead or alive, 100 million ryu. Of course they weren't going to pay, they were just going to kill him who was managed or foolish enough to kill him. And as for Akatsuki, Naruto went back and hunted them down, leaving only Zetsu alone, as Tobi was also killed and revealed as Obito and returned to Konoha. As for Jiraiya, he also returned to Konoha after 6 months, after Akatsuki was killed. Even Konan was killed, because she went apeshit when Nagato died. Anyways, when Jiraiya returned to Konoha, He was escorted by Anbu to the council chambers, where council was called immediately. So, Jiraiya-sama, began Hamura. Where have you been all these years? What do you think? Where have I been? As they flinched, even Minato. Well, you can have tell us, Sensei. And why should I? After hearing his senses tone, Minato became frustrated and asked, Look, Jiraiya, I know I fucked up, but please, could you stop just riddling things and answer me? Where were you? I was with Naruto. I found him. I'm not going to tell you his location. He's happy there. He's different. And he has his own family there. The thing he wanted the most. The thing that this village denied him. After even he put his life on the line for you. Listen, Jiraiya-sama, we know we were foolish enough. I don't need to hear your excuses. Sakura, you can just shove it and stay away from me. You pathetic excuse of ninjas and comrades. You don't even possess the will of fire. Not even you. Dumb bitch. Jiraiya growled in anger at his former teammate, Tsunade, who flinched at his angry voice. She knew that Jiraiya wasn't kidding when he was this angry. Then Kushin asked, What do you mean, Jiraiya? You mean to say that my baby is okay and he's married? I have grandchildren. Minato, we have to get them back here. We have grandchildren out there. My Uzumaki clansmen, my grandchildren are out there. In this world, they could be hunted. God knows what the other UN is planning. We have to protect them, call them back. As it also caused pang of pain in Minato's heart after it was revealed that he was grandfather of 6 kids, 3 boys and 3 girls, and he didn't even knew. As everyone became wide-eyed, as a fat civilian rose again and said, We have to call them back. Naruto has reproduced the Uzumaki clan outside. What if the other villages or UN tries to ask him so that he could join them? We have to call him back. Uzumaki belongs to Konoha. No, it doesn't, Jiraiya said. Uzumaki belongs to Uzashio Gakure. They were our friends and Senju's close relatives. Jiraiya said with venom when he mentioned Senju, because there was only one Senju left. But I guess nor did the last descendant of the Senju, nor did you honor that the boy was an Uzumaki, even if his mother is a kin deserter or his father is a kin murderer. As all of them flinched, as then Danzo sighed and said, Listen, Jiraiya, your tone is getting out of hand. You will show us respect, or what? You are our ninja, Jiraiya. You are shinobi of this village and under our jurisdiction, said Minato in his angry voice. So you will show us respect. Fine. As Minato threw his headband at them. From here on out, I resign as a citizen as well as a shinobi of Konoha Gakure no Sato. May God put down his wrath on this pathetic excuse of a village. With these words, he puffed into a smoke, and meaning he reverse summoned himself back to Mount Miyaboku, leaving the stunned audience there. They had now lost another heavy asset to the village, which was Jiraiya and the spy network as well. Narumi was sad because she had lost her brother. When the news spread that it was her brother, not the tail foxed, and once the seal was checked by her mother, it came to light that Narumi only possessed 20% of the chakra, meaning Naruto consisted of the 80% of the chakra and the soul, meaning he basically held the whole Biju inside of him. Also proving the fact that the seal was strong, far more stronger than they had imagined. And she, when heard that she was an aunt, she was happy to her core, but when she realized that she will not meet her nephew or nieces in her lifetime, she became sad. And back to the council meeting. We have to send an Anbu force after Jiraiya. No, we are not. He's resigned. If he thinks he can survive without Konoha, then be it. He's a spy master. He spied on UAN and the rest of the villages. What do you guess? He also might have spies in Konoha. And if they revealed this to Jiraiya that we are sending Anbu after him, what do you think are going to happen? Jiraiya is also one step ahead of us. As everyone agreed and nodded. So, who agrees with me that we should send an Anbu team to retrieve Naruto? As everyone agreed, and hence a team was formed. It consisted of Konohamaru, Kakashi, Asuma, Kurenai, and Sakura, and Choji, Shikamaru, Kiba, and Neji. These were the peoples that were sent as a team. Link break. 1 month later, Akatsuki was demolished and no member, even Zetsu, was killed off. The world was free of the calamity as the prophecy was fulfilled. As we see a group of shinobis at the land of dragons, where they saw a little girl with white hair and black eyes playing with a baby dragon, and there was also a boy there named Boruto that looked similar, somewhat that of Naruto, alongside his personality, but his hair was black and eyes was black as well. From the chakra point of view, those two have chakra similar to that of Naruto. Meaning that he might be his children, stated Hinata, because she was now married to Kiba out of anger, not out of love. And Kiba then said, they also smell like Naruto somewhat, so we should go talk to them, Ino said. As Ino came out of the bushes, as both childs were startled. Who are you, miss? The child asked. Oh, sweetie, can you tell me where your daddy is? Who are you? We are friends of your daddy. As in a hurry, Boruto grabbed Hima in his arms and jumped away from you. You are from Konoha, aren't you? As the rest of the shinobi came forward. Listen, kid, we don't mean to harm you. We just want to talk to Naruto, said Kakashi. No. Daddy has told us about you all. You are not going anywhere near our father. Mother has already told us what you did to Daddy. Who is your mother, kid? Asked Hinata, who still had feelings for Naruto, also for Sakura as well. Kurama, the nine-tailed fox. As everyone became shocked, and then Neji was the one who got into a battle stance. We should kill him. He's an abomination. I can't believe Naruto fell for the fox trick. As he went for a strike, a roar was heard, as a dragon, a white dragon, landed in front of them, as well as a nine-tailed fox, both growling in anger at them. Who do you think you are humans to hurt our children? The dragon came from Kiba's mouth, as Akamaru was whimpering in its presence, as well as everyone else in presence of QB. You will not hurt my kid. Get away from here. We don't need you. You have already caused our husband great deals of pain. We will not let you meet him anymore. Get out of here. You are not needed. Pathetic excuse of ninjas. You were the one who attacked our village, QB. It was because of you that we thought that Naruto was you. And what? Came another voice. It was the voice of Tamari as she came out and said, "Aren't you the girl from Suna? And what if I am? What are you doing here?" "I am here because I am his wife as well. Well, all of us. As Yujito and Mei, as well as Kuretsuchi came into view. As everyone was shocked, Mei of the Mist, the Mizukage. I am the province leader now, not a Mizukage anymore. You know the whole UAN and the light. I am Yujito of the UAN, Tamari of the UAN of the Sand Division, Yujito of Cloud Division, Mei of Mist Division. We all are married to Naruto. I am from the Dragon Clan. My father is summoning of my husband, and he turned my husband into a half dragon, and which allowed me to marry him and conceive this child, which is our daughter, which you tried to kill," she said with a low growl, as her white eyes were cold as ice, as her breath was also frosty. As Kurama growled, "Not only that, you attacked our territory and came inside it." As then in front of them a three-headed dragon landed, as it gave out a mighty roar, as it vibrated the whole island. As the children ran towards the dragon, as then Kakashi said, "Watch out!" As the three-headed dragon just nuzzled with the children, as he transformed into a black-haired male with black eyes. It still consisted of similar features to that of Naruto, but the only difference was that his right eye was that of Rin Sharingan, and his left eye was plain black, and on his backs were 8 black orbs floating in midair, and a star formed in his right hand. "Ah, my children, how have you been?" Good, daddy. When did you return?" Just now. So, how are things here? Were you being mean to your mothers?" "By the looks of it, they have gathered. But he was cut off when he saw this. Children, go inside the room. Go inside the house and wait into your room, okay? Daddy has to deal with some problems, and will return when he's done." As the children ran back to his house, he watched them with a smile on his face, and then that smile turned into a frown as he turned his head towards them. "So, what are you doing here, Konoha-nin?" he said with a stone-cold face. Naruto, is that you?" "No, I'm Donald Trump. It's me, Naruto, obviously." "Wait, who?" "Well, forget about that. It's me, Naruto. What do you want?" Kakashi winced as his name was said with venom. "Well, Naruto, we wanted to make amends with you and offer you the ninja place and in our rank. So come back to the village. The whole village wants to apologize." "Yes, Naruto-kun, please." Hinata said, "Come on, Naruto. Please return back to the village. We are sorry for what we did." "I will agree," as it shocked his wives and had somewhat of a hope in the hearts of the Konoha. "When hell freezes over and pigs could fly," he finished, as his wife laughed and Konoha Ninja became sad. "Please, Naruto, you must understand. We have to have you back. Leave, or else there will be hell to pay," he said in somewhat of 3 voices, meaning he was about to transform again. And he did. His wife jumped back as he was transformed into King Ghidorah in its all might in front of them. As then the center head said, "You will leave today and never return here," said another head, "because we, the King Ghidorah, will destroy you. Get it? Now leave. As the storm began to form there, as it gave out a mighty roar, as the barrier activated of thunder lightning, as the dragon flew inside. Well, looks like this mission was a failure. We must return. 1 week later, back at Konoha Nasato. So, how did the mission go? Asked Minato, hoping that his son might have agreed. Well, the mission was a failure, and now we know why the UN has 3-headed dragon as its symbol. What do you mean by that, Kakashi? Began Koharu. Well, you see, Naruto is now a half-dragon. He was offered dragon blood by boss summon of the dragon clan and making him a half-dragon. Not only that, we encountered his children. One is a dragon and one is conceived by Kyubi no Kitsune herself. It caused massive fear and shock for the council as well as me. You mean to say that my son conceived a child? Even? Yes, from the looks of it, it looks like she recognized Naruto as her mate and called her husband. As for the dragon, she also considered Naruto as mate. And there were 4 other women. Yujito of Cloud, Mei of Mist, and Tamari of the Sand, and Iwa Yujito Kuretsuchi from Iwa. As everyone was shocked, you mean to say that 4 villages which are now UN also have sent one of their Konoichis to marry Naruto, and he agreed and married to them. And Naruto, and what else? Naruto can transform into dragon as well, as sarcastically Mabuki Haruno. Not any dragon, but a 3-headed dragon that was engraved on UN headband as their symbol, meaning Naruto is the King Ghidorah. One of its head can control electric storm, and 2 of them can fire, breath, and ice as well, meaning we are officially fucked if we ever got close to them. So my only suggestion will be that leave Naruto alone, as Danzo didn't think of this well and decided that it would be nice to send his knee to attack UAN, which only one of its soldiers wounded to return after 1 week, or you can say thrown into the council meeting chambers, and suddenly a shinobi landed. It was none other than Killer Bee of Kumo divisions of UAN. Yo, what up, ya fool? It's Killer Bee of Kumo division, Cloud division of UAN here. And what can we do for you, Shinobi-san? Began Minato. Well, you see, you trash, this fool over here attacked with 1100 shinobis at our Cloud division, and we took them down, and this fool was the only one left, and we left him alive so that he could be used as proof that you attacked. And in the scroll are the masks of all those fools that attacked us. Knee. As everyone heard them, because Minato spoke, as then he looked at Danzo narrowly. Why did you go behind my back and reactivated your root Anbu, and not only that, and attacked the UAN nations? Are you crazy? Well, listen here, you fool. You can solve this problem later, because a bigger one is headed your ways. UN has decided to launch an attack to Konoha and remove the corruption from its roots from once and for all. So be ready. And with that, Kirby vanished from there, as if he was never there. We have to prepare for war. Get ready for battle stations. I am going to Naruto so that we can ask for his help. I hope he agrees. Kushina and Minato left with Narumi so that they could convince Naruto to come back. As for everyone else, they stayed there to prepare for fighting a losing battle. as within 2 days the whole UN forces consisting of 80,000 shinobis was present in front of the Konoha, and within them was 8 tails Gyuki, 5 tails dolphin horse, and Chomi as well, the 7 tails beetle and 5 tails slug, and so on. And surprisingly, Matatabe was also there, meaning one of Naruto's wife was also present in this war, and so was Mei, and so was Temari of Suna. And after seeing the 4-tailed beast there, one second strongest and also the other strong tail beast, they were terrified. And Shukaku was also there, because once every tail beast heard that Naruto was named as the new leader of the Dinshu clan as well as the Otsutsuki clan, they were now his guardians to protect him and his family. And that's what they did. They also resided within the mountain so that they could protect him. And now they were doing what they should have. They were the guardians of UAN as well. And now one of the guardians was attacked, which was none other than Gyuki and Matatabe. They were going to get revenge on Konoha, which was guardianless, or or in Konoha's language, weaponless. As the whole squadron charged towards them, as Konoha shinobi were pissing their pants after seeing such powerful demons in front of them, as well as the ninja forces. And within half of an hour, the whole Konoha was decimated. No one survived. Everyone was killed off, leaving only children and orphans behind. Not even the women were spared. They were all murdered brutally. Everyone under the age of 3 was saved, and the rest of them were murdered. And the which remained were taken back, as well as the scrolls from within Konoha's library and other clan sectors. Konoha was nothing but a crater now, as 8 Bijudamas after 8 Bijudamas was relieved. And now all that remained was a giant crater, which was filled by you can say the slug, because it could control water. No, by the turtle, 3 tails turtle, Isubu, because he could control water, and he filled that up as a new river. Because it was a crater, so it was now a river. Where, let's just say that where Konoha resided was now just a river now. With the help of, as the whole UN forces retreated back to their nation. As for the Namikaze Uzumaki family, let's go towards them and their perspective. As they entered or infiltrated the, you can say, the mountain, they were already captured by none other than Yui, the dragon mistress. As when they woke up, they were tied to chairs, 3 chairs, as in front of them were children playing, as Naruto was sitting there. Kurama, can you take children out of here? I don't want these vermin to see my kids, because they have a habit of shoving their techniques or jutsus in their own child's chest, and I don't want any of my children to suffer the same consequences. As Minato winced at this, as then his Naruto, I'm sorry for what I did. I truly am, but you have to help you. No, I am already aligned with UAN, and you had it coming, because you should have put Danzo out of his misery when you had the chance, but you didn't. Now face the consequences, Minato, and I'm not going to help you, and I'm not your son anymore. You killed your son. I'm Naruto Otsutsuki, previously known as Naruto Uzumaki, but this is my second chance in life, because Kami gave it to me, and I am truly happy and appreciate Kami for that, and forever grateful. On the other hand, I don't consider you as my family, so leave, because I'm not going to help you. Naruto, please, we are sorry. Sochi, please, began Kushina as she began to sob. Shut up, you pathetic excuse of Uzumaki. I already read Uzumaki's laws, and by Uzumaki's laws you shouldn't be even considered an Uzumaki. But believing that you are on the only Uzumakis left, I guess I have no right to relinquish your title because I am not an Uzumaki anymore. I am an Otsutsuki, and you are hereby banned from entering this land. As with a gust of shockwave, they were thrown out of the said land. And when they were thrown out, they were met by Jiraiya. Well, looks like you failed, huh? Jiraiya sensei, I'm not your sensei now, so stop bothering with me. And as for my real student who you just bothered, well, I guess he told you his answer, and so his answer is similar to that of mine. Leave now. You and just managed to demolish Konoha into nothing but lake. Good luck now rebuilding your somewhat of a village. Now leave. As the three of them were shocked and terrified that their whole village, everyone they knew and loved, was not there anymore. As the trio rushed back to where Konoha was, only to be met with a newly developed lake there. They were shocked and they were weeping because they had lost everything and Naruto had gained everything. And hence this is where we leave our story. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.